Hangout is live.
Okay. Starting in 3,
One second.
2.
I'm out of focus.
Okay. You're doing the switching thing?
No, it's automatic, no?
But okay, is that happening?
One second. I'm out of focus. Just say again something.
Is it happening?
No, nothing. Somewhere. Automatic, no? But is that happening? Why is it double? Just say again. Something. Is it happening? No, nothing.
Who's talking now?
I don't know. Where is that coming from? Oh, okay. I had played the video. That is the video going on at the back. Like I had clicked on play there instead of start.
Okay. But is that video switching happening?
One sec. You are now trying?
Is the video switching happening?
Yes, happening. I can see that happening now. It's not coming on your end?
No, not on my end.
Just say something.
Nothing. I'm saying things, but of course I'm on the lower corner and you're focused.
No. You have a white, what do you call, square around your webcam thing?
Not really.
When you click on that and the white thing should go away, then it will switch automatically.
Okay, wait. Now it sees me. Now again I'm clicking. It's gone. Now I see only you.
There should be no white square around the person.
There is no white square around me. But
so now when I see, it should come to me.
Talk.
Hello. It's not switching.
You should tell me. At least for me, it's not switching.
For me, it's switching. So this is a recording with that switching for you.
Okay. Okay. Starting.
I want to focus also. 1 second. Fine. 1 sec. Okay. So let's start.
Starting 3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome to Talking Tech Episode 3. This is your weekly show on everyday technology, and I'm Vikram.
And I'm Vinayak. So stick around and we'll cover some interesting tech news from this week. So we'll help you decide how to pick out a Wi-Fi router, hopefully fix a phone, and look at the app that has the entire Android population excited. So let's go on to this week's news.
Well, what's common to Shami Kapoor and America's largest wireless service provider? The answer is Yahoo. Yeah, I don't have much energy. So Verizon, which is America's largest mobile service provider, has recently just bought Yahoo for $4.8 billion. Now, Yahoo, as you probably know, has been struggling for quite some time, and they have not really kept pace since Google came along, and they were replaced as the dominant search engine. Verizon hopes to use Yahoo's content for driving their ad sales revenue. Verizon also owns the AOL properties, so they seem to be an expert in picking up almost dead internet companies and somehow trying to bring it to life. We'll see how successful it is. The interesting part is Yahoo had a chance to buy Google too. But they decided that, it's too expensive, let's not do that. And even worse, in 2008, Microsoft under Steve Ballmer, they offered $40 billion for Yahoo. And the Yahoo CEO at that time, I think it was Jerry Yang, who was the co-founder. He said, no, that's too undervalued, I will not accept it. And cut to 2016, and they've been bought for $4.8 billion. So next time you feel bad at yourself for taking a bad decision, or don't be too hard on yourself. Just think about the folks at Yahoo. I'm sure you have not done anything remotely as bad. Vinayak,
Yeah,
so do you use Yahoo? Sorry, I was just asking if you use Yahoo for anything.
My primary email is still on Yahoo, so it's a very old account and I still keep it. So Yahoo is my primary email. So, okay, so shifting from Yahoo, we'll get quick to Amazon. So, Amazon Prime has finally been like it's launched in India. We don't know if it's good or bad. Probably time will tell. But the advantage of having of Amazon Prime account is that you get free shipping for anything, and there is no price cap on it. So, on top of that, you get 1 to 2 day deliveries for free. So the service costs 499 rupees a year. So suppose you're an avid Amazon shopper and you keep shopping, so this service might be worth it for you. But we better wait for Amazon Video, which is Amazon's take on streaming video, the service like Netflix. So which is part of the Prime membership in the US. So that would be worth it. And then other tech news, and we have Prisma, which is a popular camera app that is finally available on Google Play. So that is on Android. It has been available for on iOS for quite some time now, but now it's available on your Android phone. So what it does generally is it turns your standard photos into artwork. So the Russian company that has released the Android app, it is a very simple to use application. You can shoot a photo, select a filter, and what the app does is it sends the photo across to a server, and the processing is all done on that server, and then it sends it back into your phone. So, but just be careful. There are a lot of clones on the Play Store. So we'll give a link at the bottom on the show notes. So make sure you use that instead of going to the store and looking around for Prisma. So on to you, Vikram.
Yeah, Prisma is highly recommended. I mean, I can just see that it's been a week or 10 days since it's released, and they're close to hitting 5 million downloads already, Vinayak. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the next blockbuster app for on Android. So in the spirit of our satellite news channels, can we just take undue credit for something which happens, and just because we happen to mention it, can we take credit for it? I think we should. So I'm calling this a talking tech impact. So in a previous episode, I don't know if you, I think it was back in episode 1 or episode 2, I mentioned that the Hotstar application, it didn't really support, it didn't have a built-in Chromecast support. So I used to log in from the browser. Well, guess what? They rolled out an update just last week. And surprise, now it has Chromecast support. So yeah, anyway, if the lack of Chromecast support in the Hotstar app has been keeping you from buying a Chromecast or vice versa, you don't have any excuses anymore. You can download the app, buy a Chromecast, and watch HBO shows and all the star shows on your TV. Well, that's it from my end.
Yeah. So now we are getting into our recommendations section, where we are going to be recommending about Wi-Fi routers to you. So we now live in a connected age, and our devices are increasingly becoming smart. So watching videos on YouTube, long distance video calls, and chatting on WhatsApp is commonplace right now. So, but in order to support all that and not be tethered to a LAN cable, you need something for wireless, like something like a wireless router, so that you can use the Wi-Fi signal or internet anywhere in the house. So Vikram, you can talk about what about?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I think it's Wi-Fi that keeps the family together these days, doesn't it? The moment the Wi-Fi is gone, I think either we start quibbling among ourselves or find reasons to leave home and go outside. So for something this important, Wi-Fi, which is something which we rely on 24/7, and we kind of feel it's next to oxygen. When it comes to picking out a route, when it comes to picking out a router, we hardly put in any kind of a research, or more often than not, we don't even know what it is that we have to look for in a Wi-Fi router. So I'd like to get slightly technical here. So excuse the mini Gyan session. So let's talk about Wi-Fi itself. So Wi-Fi is a wireless communication method. So it's similar to think of it similar to your FM radio. Now FM is of course on the lower end of your spectrum. So typically your FM channels are what, 91 FM or it's 103 FM. So they're in that. Whereas your Wi-Fi starts at 2.4 gigahertz, way higher. So that's where the first Wi-Fi starts. Now the thing about wireless spectrums is that the lower you go, let's say like your FM guys, you get to spread out wide. So that's why your FM station is able to cover an entire huge metro city. But your Wi-Fi is of course just confined to your house and maybe your neighbors, if your neighbor's lucky. So so 2.4 gigahertz is the standard which we have. Now of late we have one more standard in Wi-Fi, that is Wi-Fi AC, that is the 5 gigahertz standard. So 5 gigahertz, of course, goes even higher than the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum range. So, like I said, the thumb rule is that since it's 5 gigahertz, it cannot spread that much. So 5 gigahertz will probably, if you have a really big house, you might not find signals everywhere, but it gives you more speed. So you have to choose between, ideally between more coverage or more speed. But thankfully, you don't have to choose between either or. There's a solution which we are coming to. The second thing is how do you find out what kind of device you have? So if your device says Wi-Fi BGN, that covers mostly the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. If your phone or a laptop or whatever device says Wi-Fi AC, that means it supports the 5 gigahertz. You might also find the words 5 gigahertz written on the box. So, or just do a quick Google search to find out whether your device, your PCs and all support have the Wi-Fi adapter which can hook up to those 5 gigahertz signals. Now, this is one thing. So, looking for a router which supports both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz is one thing. I think the other good thing to look for in a Wi-Fi router is having a USB port. So Vinayak, what would you use a USB port in a Wi-Fi router for?
Yeah, basically a USB port on a Wi-Fi router allows you to share wirelessly maybe your printer, or you can have an interconnection between all your laptops, like a virtual, like you have a network, wireless network between laptops. Then you can also attach a hard disk or a pen drive to it, and it becomes a network attached storage, which means anybody can access the hard drive or pen drive which is attached to the router. So you could have movies, music on that. So everybody has access to it. Nobody has to go switch on a computer just to get access to the music. So that way, and it also allows maybe a hard disk where Windows could back up your files directly onto it. So that way your USB like a port is very important on a router. So we have our selection for our routers. So we have the from my side, I have the TP-Link AC750. So this router is not very expensive, but at the same time, it's slightly more expensive than the other one that we're going to recommend just below this, after this. So basically, it is a dual-band wireless router. So it's geared for the budget-minded students as well as the standard consumers. So it supports the 802.11 AC standard that Vikram was just speaking about, which allows for higher through-output and longer range than the previous generation routers. It also has a contemporary design, including a USB port. So that is important. This router has a USB port. And setting up the router is easy, and it works flawlessly for days without you having to reset it. I currently use that router at home, and it still works very well. And being dual band, as Vikram had explained, it has both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. Means you can connect it to 2.4 gigahertz to get a better range, but a slightly slower connection. And 5 gigahertz will give you a faster connection when close to the router, but it has a poor range. So each band shows up as a separate Wi-Fi connection. So if you want to connect to 5 gigahertz, you have to connect to the 5 gigahertz section, like the signal. Only then would you get the 5 gigahertz. So now, Vikram, what is your choice for the router?
Well, I picked the D-Link. D-Link is another very good brand for routers. I've been sticking with them for the past couple of generations. D-Link DIR 816. So this is a budget router, and I think it's a dual antenna router. So, and it has very fast Ethernet ports. So like your pick, this is also a dual band router. So the advantage would be that you would have both a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi in your house and also a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi in your house. So if you have a newer device, it can use the newer it can use the 5 gigahertz. Otherwise, your older devices will use the 2.4 gigahertz 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It's very fast. The setup is quick. The range has been quite decent, but of course, sad to say that this drive. I mean, sorry, a USB port. I would love if it had one, but yeah, I guess you get what you pay for. So it is still very good value for its money. So that's the DIR 816. We will have links to both these routers, of course, in the show notes. So if you do want to know more about them, you can go to our site, talkingstuff.net, and of course, in the show notes, you'll have details on the products we talk about. So this week, I think Vinayak kind of overpromised by saying that we are going to help you fix your phone. So I'm under a lot of pressure here. But going back to our PC days, whenever anything goes wrong with your Windows PC, the first thing we do is, of course, boot into safe mode to figure out what's wrong. And we often wonder, why can't we have a safe mode for our phones? You might have downloaded some new application which probably broke your phone. Things don't work quite as well. So it turns out Android does have its own safe mode. So the way you get to the safe mode is very simple. You press the power button, the one you use to turn off the phone. So you get the pop-up, asking you, do you want to turn off the phone? Press that pop-up, keep it pressed for 2 to 3 seconds. You get another pop-up asking you, do you want to boot into safe mode? Say yes, and the phone reboots into safe mode. So bear in mind, once you come to safe mode, all the apps that you downloaded from the Play Store, they would not be available. You would have only the factory fitted apps. So you can tinker with the settings if you want. You can do some basic troubleshooting, and then of course reboot the phone back into the normal mode. Now this method would not work for Samsung phones. Samsung always tries to do things a little bit differently. For Samsung, what you need to do is you need to turn off your phone, and when you turn it back again, and before you see the Samsung logo, keep the volume down pressed and keep it pressed till the lock screen comes up. And there in the bottom, you should see a safe text. That means you're in the safe mode. It works pretty much the same way. So that's the tip for the week. So next time you're in a soup, try out the safe mode. We have videos on how the safe mode, how to get to the safe mode again in the show notes. So you can have a look. Thanks. And okay, before I forget, if you do have any Q&As, if you have any questions or any tips, please write into us at what's our email? TalkingTechShow@gmail.com. That's right. That's TalkingTechShow@gmail.com. What are you, Vinay?
Yeah. So my app recommendation for this time is Wi-Fi Analyzer. So this is in tune with our router story just before. So basically, Wi-Fi Analyzer is an app available on the Play Store which shows you the Wi-Fi channels around you to identify the best one for your router. So with almost every household having a Wi-Fi router, a particular channel might become overcrowded, resulting in decreased bandwidth or connectivity. So Wi-Fi Analyzer will show you all the channels and and launch you into the channel graph, displaying the router name and the channel it is using. So what you can do is you can take a channel which none of the other routers are using, so there doesn't have much traffic on it, and you can set your router to that, so keeping your Wi-Fi signal strong and getting the best speeds. So in that way, Wi-Fi Analyzer can help you get a better throughput for your internet. Yeah. So that is from my side. Over to you, Vikram.
Well, I think that's it. We are done for this week. If you do have any inputs, like I said, please do write into us. We are available everywhere. You can reach us on talkingstuff.net. We also just put out a tiny little video explaining what a podcast is. People seem to be loving it. So you can find that on our Facebook page, or I even see it circulating around on WhatsApp. So watch out for that one. As always, we appreciate all your comments. We see people messaging us on Facebook or sending us instant messages. Please keep them coming in. We love all your tips, and we appreciate each and every like we get. Thank you so much for all the love we've got. Until next week.
See you. Bye.
Bye.